There have been quite a few changes this weekend into Adventure Quest, and we are going to have a look at each of them and break them down a little bit and what they could mean for us, because some are good, some are bad, and some are just, well, class changes. We've got lots and lots of different updates, but let's start with a nice positive bit first. We know that the new Endgame class is going to be a good faction class. That will be this year's birthday class, and as it's Endgame, yes, it is probably going to require quite a bit of farming. We don't know requirements or anything yet, but I'll let you know as soon as we do. And now for the sucker punch. Here we go. Ravenous has been nerfed. We can see the old skills on the left and the new ones on the right. Obvious changes, it's moved from your auto attack to activating on your skill 3, but do note, activation does now have no cooldown. Any class that self-targets yourself on skill 3 or applies buffs etc. to your own teammates, so I'm thinking things like Arch Paladin, Stonecrusher, they're just examples that use that type of skill 3. Notable classes that also have been knocked by this will be things like Chrono Shadow Slayer, Cav, Legion Paladin. As with everything, on the other side there are also some classes that are reportedly working really well with it. That's things like Various Doomknight, Arcana Invoker, Arch Fiend. You may very well have been running different forge enhancements with those ones anyway. In the background we just have Legion Revenant going at the Champion of Chaos. The rest of Ravenous does feel pretty similar to how it always has done. Like I say, I do feel I noticeably am missing that haste buff. That may just be all in my mind, but I certainly feel like I'm noticing it not being there anymore. Previously though, as the fight goes on, your damage will increase, so that side of Ravenous is pretty much exactly the same. Just stuck Arch Paladin on quickly as an example. Realistically, you're running All Blast or Valiance. To demo the mechanic though, I'm hitting skill 3, it's a self-target one, and as you can see, no Ravenous is activating, just for anyone that didn't fully understand the point I was making at the start of the video. But like I say, if you go along, stick Valiance on, that is still on your auto attack, and it does run really well with a lot of classes, so that is probably some way you can try and substitute this with anything you're now struggling with. But as I said before, there is that Forge Enhancements list. If anyone needs it, let me know and I'll repin it again for you. Let's now change topics to something slightly more positive. If you have completed the Fiend Shards quest and have access to the Fiend Shard shop, then you'll find yourself 4 new weapons you're able to grab, and they have all got 75% damage boosts on, either towards human or towards elemental, which is really quite handy. So if you're someone that needs a specific weapon like that and you want to go along, stick some nice enhancements on it, then you can come along here, and as I said, they're 75%, which is a lovely boost to be getting, and for many of us who have done the Fiend Shard, you can simply go along and pick it up. We mentioned that Valiance has also had some changes. The cooldown has been reduced and the luck has been increased. Not massive changes, but it's something, I guess, with them trying to balance it out with Ravenous. Next though is something very exciting and close to my own heart, because Alpha Omega has been buffed, and I tell you what, I used to love Alpha Omega back in the day. It was actually the first class I ever bought with Adventure Coins. Don't ask me why, I was young at the time, it's just something that happened. I'm not going to read through all the changes. If you want to read them, just give the screen a quick pause, because I want to change straight over and show you how this is now performing. And slightly like Ravenous, as the fight goes on, you do seem to get considerably stronger, and skill 5 turns into quite a hefty nuke. The DPS is actually really nice now. It is no longer a ban class, it is definitely usable, it has decent healing mechanics with it, and it is something that I will be coming along to do a full review on very soon, because it does look like it is definitely a class that can now be considered. The class is obtainable from the Wheel of Doom. It's called AQW Omega, and I tell you what, when I paid 2k ACs for it, I can assure you that Wheel of Doom did not exist, alright? So that is just something that happened again when I was younger. But yes, we have both versions of it, which is incredibly frustrating. But what isn't frustrating is the fact it is now fully usable and it can be considered. And as you can see right here, 63k nuke to finish the battle. Did that feel great? I can assure you it did. Next up, we're moving over to Bonecastle, because there has been a little bit of change here to the Bonecastle farming. You now need to speak to the chef's floating head for the final recipe quest, which will reward you the shadow skulls needed in order to merge Fourth Night Lord class, which coincidentally has also had changes to it. What we're now going to do, folks, is I'm just going to ping up on screen all the different changes that have come into all the different classes, just so you can have a little read and a pause through them. I've put them at the end of the video just so I have included them, but I'm not personally going to go through reading all of these, because to be honest, some of them are more chunky than others and some of them are more relevant than others. Phantom Chronomancer has been noted again. Likely is sounding like it could affect its survivability, but we'll just have to see how that is in practice. Hollowborn Vindicator again changes to this one. They're slightly more nitty gritty, all about how it plays. And then next up we've also got Chaos Slayer. This one's quite a long little list right here, and I know some people are more excited than others to see that one appearing. Then we also have got ourselves Naval Commander. 4 pages worth of changes here for us. Naval Commander's one of those that seems to get these changes every now and again. The design notes, they did actually say about how there will be more changes coming soon. Not to these, but to other classes, and some of them could be quite significant, so we'll just have to keep an eye out on them. And I'll, of course, update you as and when they arrive. And here is all the reasoning behind the Ravenous changes. Anyway, folks, as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do leave the video a like and, of course, subscribe. And let us know down below your thoughts on these changes. But until next time, have a lovely day.